Early on a spring morning, a magnificent campus comes to life. 130 beautiful acres nestled in hills that roll gracefully to nearby Valley Forge National Park, rich in the traditional values of America. Tradition that awakens pride and leadership and forms fine young men, members of the famed Valley Forge Corps of Cadets.
Welcome to Valley Forge Military Academy and Junior College. I am Lieutenant General Alexander Wyand, Superintendent of this institution. We here at Valley Forge are proud of what we have been doing for almost 60 years. We have been educating cadets not only in academics, but also in those skills and values and motivational techniques and objectives which they need to be successful in life and to contribute to society. Valley Forge doesn't only teach academics. It prepares young men to live a life of value and leadership. Our graduates, parents, and cadets believe that we are reasonably successful in this endeavor and would like to show you now some of the things that happen at this fine school.
I've been here 4 years, and I feel that these small classes and the student-teacher relationships have really benefited me in my experience at Valley Forge.
I've been here for 5 years, and I feel it has been a very rewarding experience, as well as a challenge. As a matter of fact, I've received an Air Force Association scholarship and hope to attend the academy in fall.
I came to Valley Forge because I was offered a band scholarship.
I've been competing in varsity athletics for the past 4 years, football, basketball, and lacrosse, and I can honestly say that the athletic program here is top-notch.
I transferred to Valley Forge from another military academy. This is my second year, and I'm very glad that I did.
When a child does do well, they are honored in front of the whole Corps of Cadet, and it makes him proud, self-secure, and I have seen it exemplified with my own son.
Okay, very good. After you've verified the rest of your measurements, be sure that you compare your experimental and your theoretical values, and then we will ultimately crank out an excellent percent error. Yes, I have faith in you.
I like the coaching staff here. They're very good, and they can really get you psyched up before a game or a match.
All right, Nelson. You worked all week for this one, buddy. Take it to this kid now. He hasn't lost a match this year. You're the first one to beat him. He's yours, kid.
I feel that Valley Forge not only stands for, but teaches the high moral and ethical values I want my son to learn.
I agree with you, Ralph. We're from Virginia Beach, Virginia, where we have very good city schools, and there are some very good private schools in the city. Virginia is noted for the military schools also. I chose Valley Forge not only being an alumni of the school, but knowing the kind of school it is. My son needed some self-discipline and motivation, and I feel he'll get it at Valley Forge. What do you think, son?
I think that Valley Forge have helped me learn how to study harder in school and have more self-motivation and have more respect for my parents.
Mike is one of the cadets I know that has changed from a negative attitude to a very positive attitude in such a short period of time.
Cadet Smith, Cadet Jones, sir. Whose locker?
Mine, sir.
Where are your third pair of shoes?
Sir, I turned them in for repairs.
Yes, sir. They were turned in last Tuesday. Thank you.
I'm really impressed on how my son has developed. It's his character and his way of dealing with people and situations. I mean, it's really improved. He's got a lot more poise and confidence now than he ever did a year ago.
The sense of the esprit de corps amongst the boys, the way they carry themselves, the good mornings, how are you, sir? holding the door for my wife or for any woman. These are things which are lost today in public schools. Our feeling about the Valley Forge Military Academy and Junior College is one of gratification that our son is in this institution, because it exemplifies to the young man today the principles and beliefs that all young Americans should have, not only in their country, but in their faith and in the faith of our leaders in the United States. It has given him, I think, the determination and the courage to face most of the obstacles that he will have to face in his adult life. And it has also emphasized the principles of honesty and courage and service to himself and to his country.
The speakers we have in chapel on Sunday, they're good. They give you a lot that you can think about, and it's good to learn from people who've been successful.
I'm always inspired when I come to this Valley Forge Military Academy and see these young people, and it gives me great confidence in the future of our country just to see these young people and the way they act and everything. It's just marvelous.
Curtis has made some wonderful friends here, not friends just from around the block, but from all over the country and all over the world. And that's something that Valley Forge affords to a young man that many schools are not able to, is to give him a broad scope of meeting boys from all over the United States and foreign countries, and making some real lasting and some very wonderful friendships.
The Valley Forge experience was very special for me. It taught me leadership and self-reliance. It taught me some personal values and the value of tradition. It was a great experience then, and it's a great experience now. Valley Forge was very important to me.
Since Curtis has been here at Valley Forge, we've found that he has become more independent and more self-asserting, and he has taken on leadership qualities that heretofore he did not possess.
I think the sports program is probably one of the best out of any school I've ever been to before. They've got enough variety of different sports to please everyone.
At Valley Forge Military Academy, we feel our athletic and physical education programs are an integral part of our educational philosophies. We believe that every cadet should be involved. To meet those needs, we've provided our cadets with a varsity, junior varsity, and intramural program.
Pull those hands back. Get those hands back. Good shot! Good shot!
As you can see, our physical education program meets everyone's needs also. From the beginner to the more experienced cadet, we have individualized instruction.
Well, a plate system is you try to take a multitude of different types of people and you try to form them into one type of group. And that's pretty much what they did. You go through, learn to be a little bit subservient, but it's good. It's good for you.
Mr. Dickinson, you have a room inspection in 1 hour. Will you be prepared?
Well, sir,
Well, sir, cadet at Valley Forge is taught to respond in 3 ways. Yes, sir. No, sir. No excuse, sir. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Carry on.
in the Military Science Department, we run the Army's ROTC program here for the junior college. Our primary function is to recruit, train, and commission second lieutenants in the reserve components of the United States Army. To do that, I have a staff of 12 people responsible on a 24-hour-a-day basis to provide small classroom environment and field training for individual cadets. We teach normally 2 days a week, and we spend 80% of our time counseling cadets on an individual basis. The young men that we have in our program here are, in our estimation, the very best. They come in, they're better motivated. We think that as a result of the program, they're better trained. They develop self-confidence, time management skills, leadership skills that will enable them to do well in any facet of life. Very few of our people stay with the military, but they use that as a vehicle for enhancing their particular capabilities.
Okay, you want to mix solutions A and B. You mixed yours. Okay, that's just what we want to see. Very good.
Welcome to Shannon Hall. I'm Brigadier General Alfred Tonelli, the Dean of the Academy, class of 1939. At Valley Forge, we provide a young man with a sound education in a structured, supervised setting.
Class, rise. Class, attend.
Sir, class form, prepared for instruction. All present and or accounted for.
Have them take seats.
Seats. Our objective is to educate the cadet in preparation for college and for later life.
By -4 and this line by 3.
To learn.
Lernen.
Naja, das ist gut. Und wie sagt man auf Deutsch? She learns.
Sie lernt.
He is placed in a program that is within his capabilities, but yet requires strong effort on his part if he is to be successful.
Einige Rätsel. Also Herr Schmidt.
Wer hat 2 Köpfe, 2 Arme und 6 Füße? Ein Reiter und sein Pferd.
The average class is about 15 persons. Rarely does it go over 20, and this I think is a good size to deal with. One can therefore permit the students to participate in classroom discussion, answer questions. If it were larger, they wouldn't have so much opportunity, I think.
Shipping was very useful in this type of situation because your armies needed all this.
Valley Forge's academics are very high and are respected by the college admissions officers.
And I think a key thing in all this is that they track these youngsters pretty much on a weekly basis. You're not waiting for a quarter to find out if your child is in trouble. When the curve turns downward for that individual, he finds himself going to the classes at 3 o'clock in the afternoon instead of the boodle shop, and this is a good thing.
It's no Mickey Mouse machine you're firing there, Mr. Spinders. You used in high school. You have to be very careful you don't blow away your lab partner.
What'd you get?
Let's go for a second round.
3.25
Initial height.
What is the dependent clause?
As far as the academics go, too, there are 3 levels, and I think that they really meet anyone's needs. The honors courses are tough courses, and what they will do if you are a sophomore and you really need more of a challenge, they will put you in the junior year in the honors courses, and there is all the challenge you will need right there.
That's correct. It's a rotation function. Thank you.
Academics at Valley Forge are presented in a structured manner. Our classes are small. Teachers teach individuals as opposed to lecturing large groups. Distractions are limited. We allow the student to focus on the job at hand, which is learning. Our curriculum includes those subjects necessary for preparation for college and for the world of work. Additionally, we provide the supervision necessary to assure all these good things come about.
Do any of the characters do anything for the others?
I live within an hour's drive of Valley Forge Military. We have an array of prep schools to choose from in this area, and I interviewed with 6 or 7 of them. They were too relaxed, and I felt that my son needed the learning of a self-discipline aspect of school so that he would study properly and therefore obtain a place in college.
That's the gallbladder. Remember, we discussed that. Do you know what it does?
The reason why I came to the academy is I wanted to bring my grade point average up to standard. The first year, I raised my grade point average from somewhere around 1.2 to a 3.5.
Since I've been here, the accomplishments I've made here, for instance, is Phi Theta Kappa, which is National Honor Society, a few other things like run along those lines. My parents were all for me coming here.
I think the academics here are superb and sufficient to meet the challenges of any young man that comes to Valley Forge.
We're finished with classes at 3:45. We move right to the playing fields until 6. We eat dinner, and from dinner we move right into study hall from 7:30 till 20 of 10.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, sir.
Can I help you this evening?
No, thank you, sir. I'm doing pretty well.
We want our cadets to set high but attainable standards for themselves.
True. I did not study in high school. It's just, I would come home, open my books, put them on my desk, and I wouldn't read. I would do something else. I would go out and brush my teeth, put on the stereo, and Dad would keep yelling at me and having me sit down. Dad told me about the mandatory study halls at Valley Forge, and that really appealed to me. So I came last year, and my study habits started to improve. And this year I will be graduating from the junior college, sophomore in the junior college, with a 3.5 average.
By now, you should have noticed that our system at Valley Forge works. It is structured, traditional, and it takes its responsibilities very seriously. However, we go about those responsibilities with a good sense of humor, and we respect the rights and sensitivities of our cadets. We believe that cadets perform best in an environment which, while disciplined, is not stressful. And that makes Valley Forge a very special place.
If you need some change into your life, this is the place to go to.
I think it's one of the best academies in the United States.
I am more thoroughly delighted with this environment than any other place I've ever been.
It's wonderful to know that places like this exist in this country.
I think it has taught my son how to be a young man. And he walks tall now, and I've been so pleased.
The academy is a very positive attitude place.
My parents think that I came into school as a young child. Now I'm going out as a young man.